Noah, do we have extra stands? All right, good evening. My name is Mr. Hendricks. I am one of the band directors at J.O. Kelly Middle School. This is my first year here. Let's go ahead and give a big round of applause for our kids on stage right now. So this is my first year as a beginning band teacher. I've been a high school director for most of my career. So this is quite a change of pace for me, but I feel like it's been a very good one because I expect to hear high school level sounds, and so that's what we strive for. So hopefully tonight's concert is going to be very, very enjoyable. We're going to do some awards tonight as well, but as soon as everyone looks about ready, we're going to start with Happy by Pharrell Williams, arranged by Michael Sweeney. All the music that I've picked for this program has different purposes. The purpose of this song is A, it's a fun song to play. B, most of these kids knew it before they came to my class as far as like what it would sound like. So it makes it a little bit easier to learn. And then also it's up tempo, which is high speed and it's enjoyable to play. I think they like it. So this is Happy by Pharrell Williams, arranged by Michael Sweeney. All right, so we got some awards to hand out tonight, and these kids are not expecting them, so it's kind of a surprise for them as well. So our first award is called the Key Player Award, and it goes to students who have worked hard all year, showed good musical progress. It reads, awarded to, and then their name, for outstanding character and contributions to the J.O. Kelly Middle School Band. I'm just going to go down the list. If you hear your name, go ahead and come on up here, and Miss Beatty or Miss Moore. Mr. Moore will hand it to you. Up first, Myra Vargas, if you can hold your claps till the end also. Or not. Christian Pacheco. Anisela Santa Maria. Hezrai Fowler. Sonny Zacchaeus. Joseph Peraza. Santiago Barbosa. Jose Lopez. Kesley Caius. Brian Espinoza Contreras. Josue Reyes. Gary Castillo. Geraldine Mojica. Ava Moore. Amberly Montoya. Osmar Alvarado. We're getting close. Isamu Montalang. Jesus Dominguez. Christian Cruz. Lindsay Avila Gomez. Should be on that side. Shannon Nunez. Front row. Vianney Escalona. Giselle Perez. Kaylin Hayter. And Alexis Giordiani. There will be some more awards later in the night. We tried to make it where no one got 2 awards, so if your student didn't get one, there's still more to come. They might have one coming later. Our next piece of music is a nice, slow, pretty piece called Salvation is Created. A lot of beginning bands don't play slow music, and I wanted to be different because slow music can be scary for beginners, and it takes a level of maturity in order to play those things well. So this is Salvation is Created, originally by Cheshnikov. It has been arranged by Michael Story. All right, our next set of awards is the Most Improved Award. This is our second concert of the year, so based on where they were last semester and the amount of growth they've had this year, we wanted to reward those students who have put in the extra effort to either get caught up or get ahead. This award reads, for outstanding second semester musical growth and contributions to the Joe Kelly Middle School Band. And they are as follows: Tristan Davis, Kevin Reyes, John Nevels, Christian Ravelis, Zamarian Manuel, Alfred Hernandez, Perla Gallego, Axel Estrada, Zachary Boatwright, Kayla Suvanarath, Litzy Nunez, Caitlin Merlot, Jofiana Latior, Nicholas Slikovich, Danton Johnson, Ty Jones, Damaris Barranco Rua, Brisa Maldonado, Myra Araujo Martinez, and Crystal Ortega Rios. Did you get Nick's?
Nick's right.
Tamara? Make sure you turn your page for Visigoths. Okay, we got four more tunes for you. The next piece of music is called Visigoths. It's one of my favorite pieces of all time for high school band. Now you may be saying, high school band, that's kind of strange. Well, it's a high school band piece. It's written for high school students. And I wanted to push these kids to see if we could do it. And I'm pretty sure we can. So this is Visigoths. Our music is rated from 1 to 5. Actually from 0 to 5, there are like grade halves. Most of our music is a 1.5, and that is slightly above where it should be. And this is a 2.5, which is almost halfway to the hardest stuff you can play. So this is Visigoths by Sean O'Laughlin. I apologize if I'm going out of order. I don't have the program in front of me. We're going to go and do some more awards. Hey, percussion, get ready for... All right, the next award is the Outstanding Band Student Award. It says for outstanding musical excellence and contributions to the J.O. Kelly Middle School Band. One of the best awards we can give. It means your child is doing fantastic work, working hard, making fantastic music, and also being a pretty good citizen as well. So they are Romania Jorkin, D'Alessandro Ortiz, Zitlali Pena, Grayson Goebel, Oliver Hernandez, Jaden Gum, Emma Bro, Ernie Pena, Juan Perez Martinez, Maxon Kimo Besha, Suzeth Diaz, Kevin Contreras, trumpets, Alexandra Araujo, Sarah Romero Mancia, Jet C7, Fernando Lopez, Stephanie Mendoza Franco, Jose Ayala Razo, Ivan Martinez, Angela Aguilar, Kyra Argueta Guzman, and Silverio Jr. Reyna. Kyra Jr. Okay. Is the next thing on the program? You got a program?
I don't, but it should be set up.
Just making sure. Yes, I do have a program on my phone. The next performance will be a piece that I wrote. I was trying to find music for our percussionists to play because the slow, pretty stuff is not always the most enjoyable percussion music because you like to hit things and there's not a whole lot of clanking and banging going on during slow, pretty music. And we have two slow pieces tonight, so I wanted to give the percussionists a chance to play something a little bit that's more educational for them. So this is a piece that I wrote called Two Sad Clowns. It's a two-part work where they actually switch parts in the middle so they get to experience both the high and the low part of their instrument, not just one side. So they're each playing four unique parts, even though it may only sound like two. So I will not be conducting this one. They'll be doing it all on their own, and this is Two Sad Clowns by me. All right, we have a very, very special piece of music coming up next. There was a former student of the J.O. Kelly Middle School that has gone on to become a composer who has had his music played across the globe. There are recordings of his music being performed by bands in Japan and Germany. I was able to reach out to him because I was fortunate enough to go to college with him. And he wrote some music for our last concert that was in the background of our percussion piece. And this semester, I decided to ask him to write a piece of music for us, the J.O. Kelly Band, which he was a part of whenever he was here. So, Mr. Morris, are you in here somewhere? There he is. He's going to come up and talk about the piece of music. And again, a lot of bands don't like to play slow music, so I requested him specifically to write us a slow, pretty piece because it challenges us as musicians. So this is Mr. Drew Morris, the composer of the next piece.
I was a member of the first class to walk the halls of J.O. Kelly as both a sixth grader and a seventh grader. J.O. Kelly is where I first became a member of the band, which ultimately became my life. I was a band director for 10 years. But whenever my good friend James Hendricks got hired as the band director here last year, I was really excited when he reached out to me and asked me to write a piece. So I thought back on my time at school at J.O. Kelly. In sixth grade, I was a member of the King's Castle team, which I don't think either of the names for my teams are around anymore. My seventh grade year, I was a member of the Sojourners. And if you look up sojourn in the Webster's Dictionary, it basically says to be in a place for a time. In other words, just to be somewhere for a little bit on your journey. So I just thought that that was pretty fitting that I was at J.O. Kelly for 2 years of my journey, and these guys are finishing up their brief sojourn through J.O. Kelly. And it's a slow piece. It looks back on my time. I had some good memories and some sad memories while I was at school at J.O. Kelly. And I just wanted to give the percussion a chance to play a bunch of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff, as well as all the other people playing nice, slow, pretty melodies. Like he mentioned, that most beginning bands are scared to play slow stuff, and Mr. Hendricks programmed 2 slow pieces, one of which had never been played before tonight for human beings. So I was very thankful when he asked me, and I had the pleasure of getting to hear these guys run through this earlier today, and it's really nice and has some sadness but also some joy. So I hope you enjoy the world premiere of A Brief Sojourn by the J.O. Kelly Middle School Band, directed by James Hendricks.
We're very fortunate to have such a talented composer write that for us. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very well written. I hope it makes a lot of money off of that. The nice thing is that anytime someone buys that music, at the top of the page, it's going to say, written for the J.O. Kelly Middle School Band. And everybody that buys it and plays it will get to see our school around the world, which will be fantastic. All right, we have one more set of awards to give, and there are not nearly as many. So this is an extremely important award in my eyes, and it's called the Ethos Award. I pronounce it Ethos because I'm from Arkansas, but it's actually ethos. And ethos is a noun that describes the characteristic or spirit of a culture, era, or community as manifested in its beliefs and aspirations. So this is for displaying, for constantly displaying the ideal characteristics and spirit of the J.O. Kelly Middle School Band. And we have 7 of these, I believe, maybe 5, I can't remember. And they go to Kaylin Cifuentes. We can clap for these individually. Yvonne Chavez. Madison Bartholomew. Ivan Corvera. Cole Willems. And Angel Gilianos. All right, we got one more piece for you. It is titled Incantation and Ritual by Brian Balmages. This is probably my favorite piece for middle school band, and I think we're going to kill it. I hope you enjoy it. But before we do that, these are the directors that also work at Kelly Middle School, Mr. Chris Moore and Miss Ashley Beatty, and they are going to talk briefly about what's up for next year.
We'll talk about that later.
Whatever your name is.
Good evening, and like Mr. Hendricks said, my name is Chris Moore, and this is Ashley Beatty, and we are the 2 band directors at George Junior High. First of all, these students that are 7th graders that have been playing their instrument for, what feels like 8 months, and I can't imagine trying to learn a foreign language and being able to speak it to you clearly in 8 months' time. So let's give these beginning 7th graders a hand for sounding so amazing tonight. Now, as soon as the last note is played on this next number, Miss Beatty and I are going to start looking at them like they are 8th graders. And the natural progression for students from Kelly Middle School, the majority of them go from Kelly Middle School to George Junior High to Springdale High School, and all of which have amazing bands. I've been at George Junior High for 13 years. Ever since I graduated college, I've had one job at George Junior High. I see younger brothers and sisters that are in this band, and there is a great team. It is fun at George. We get along with football, choir, cheer, dance, track. Your kids can do it all when they come to George, and we want them to keep playing their instrument. We want to help them get to the Springdale High School band. We want to help them think about getting a college scholarship on their instrument. And students, Miss Beatty and I are really proud of you. Working together with Miss Beatty, the students will maybe look at me and be like, okay, this guy, he's going to tell us what the plan is. But when they look at Miss Beatty, it's somebody that they can connect with and tell a joke with. And so we've got a great balance where some students may feel more comfortable coming up and talking to me, and some students, Miss Beatty. It's just a great family and relationship and team. Parents, I can promise you in the George Band, your kid will feel valued, will feel loved, will learn to play music better. That's what our goal is for next year. Will be responsible, dedicated, committed, the things that you learn from playing an instrument in band. And so for those reasons, I want to keep encouraging you and your students to play music just as long as you possibly can, including next year in the 8th grade. This year they were not in band. They were in instrument classes. This is very similar to what we do every day at junior high. We all come together and we all play music. Right now, you're in your own classes playing from a method book. So what we do at the junior high level is a whole lot of fun. We play at the football games. We play a Christmas concert, spring concert. We go to competitions. There's just a lot of performance opportunities. So what's next is tomorrow I'll be giving them some junior high music. I'll give them a calendar, and so then you can know what to expect. And come in August, we're looking forward to seeing them in junior high. Thank you, Mr. Hendricks, for giving me a moment of your concert. Thank you very much, parents.
All right, go ahead and have a seat. We want to thank you for coming in and listening to us. We got a great choir concert coming up at 7 o'clock. We're going to have some rearranging going on here. I encourage you to go out and look at the art stuff in the lobby. There's some fantastic artwork by our wonderful J.O. Kelly Knights. I'm sure they would appreciate it. It's funny because they were like, I have to go to the art show. And then we walked in and they were like, oh, look at all that art. So they really changed their tune really quickly as soon as they actually saw it. So I encourage you to do that while we get set up in here. Your child needs to bring their instrument home, and if they are not able to bring it home, they need to come talk to Mr. Moore so we can figure out a plan for how we're going to get it back to the school. All right, thank you for coming. One more time, let's hear it for these wonderful band kids.